You know, you can find some pretty useful information in some very odd places sometimes. This useful tidbit I got from reading the feedback comments on some LED drivers that I ordered off AliExpress. Driver seems to be based on a ZXLD 1360 or clone. Adjustment pin is not connected, so soldering a wire and controlling voltage, it enables dimming as well. Sense resistor is 0.3 ohm, and there is space to put another in parallel in case it is desired to increase output current. By default, the output current is around 330 milliamps and is short circuit protected. Excellent item for the price. An LED driver that allows dimming? Interesting! And since the driver was pretty cheap, I thought, what the hell, I'll have a go at modifying it. Of course I would have to find the datasheet for this ZXLD 1360 chip so I knew what I was doing, but fortunately that wasn't too hard to find.
Okay, here we have the data sheet for the LED driver chip. And here's the adjust pin. And if we go down further, we'll get to the application side of it. This here is pretty much the circuit I used, except instead of using an ordinary NPN transistor, I used a opto.
Okay, here we have the driver. A small with the LED driver chip there, and I've bodged on a very thin piece of wire that goes into the collector of this opto isolator here, and then its emitter goes to ground. And on the opposite side of the opto isolator, we've got the current limiting resistor here. Put the board over. It goes through this blue LED into in through the photodiode side of the opto isolator and into the ground of your microcontroller unit. Okay, here we have the driver board set up, and it's connected to this Arduino Uno, which has the fade in fade out sketch on it. Okay, here's the LEDs are on, powered by the LED driver. Now watch what happens when I power up this Arduino Uno. As you can see, the LEDs are now fading in and fading out. There's a bit of a... it's almost perfect. There's a slight problem when it gets to full brightness. It just kind of jumps to full brightness. Of course, because I'm using an opto isolator, the output is kind of inverted, so when this Arduino Uno is outputting a high duty cycle on its PWM pin, these things are actually at their dimmest, so you have to keep that in mind. Here's a quick knock-up of the circuit diagram. If you want to attempt it yourself, steady hand is a must because the pins are only about a millimeter apart. But if you can pull it off, you've got a dimmable LED driver for about, what, 60 US cents. Anyway, I'll post links to both the LED drivers and the datasheet in the description box below. I hope this might help someone. Anyway, see yous.